Good morning and thanks so much for joining us for the second half of KETK Today. I'm Casey Claiborne.
Literally right across the street from the Panola County Courthouse and Sheriff's Office is Hawthorne Funeral Home. It's where Bernie Teedy worked after he moved here. And according to the DA, it's where he started taking a liking to elderly women with means.
Just west of Groveton, choppers are attacking the fires from the air, and here on the ground, farmers are attacking it as well. One farmer here is building a plow line around his home in order to save it. Hey, Jen, you know what they say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, there you go. And if we had to headline this, it would be Truck in a Lake. Thursday, we told you about a Tyler man who was arrested near an athletic club. Police say he admitted he was taking improper pictures of women. Dave tells us his little Ford Ranger here is actually a little older than 11 years. It's more like 26. But he did say that the door is from 1992. Miles ended up damaging the victim's car and took off again, but naturally the victim had already managed to get a good look at the Impala license plate. Pardon me for not dressing like a reporter today. I just didn't think it would be a very good idea, and boy was I right, because I am filthy from head to toe. Souter tells KETK even though her mailbox is encased in brick, it still won't be easy or cheap to fix. Now there comes a time in every man's life when he has to do a little weed eating in his dress pants. Now's one of those times. Here's to you, George C. Vallis, reporting live in Tyler, Casey Claiborne, KETKNBC.com.
An East Texas woman was robbed at gunpoint while finishing a book in the public library parking lot. Now, young man police believe is responsible is behind bars, and KETK's Casey Claiborne has some interesting details about him. And Casey, apparently this robbery wasn't the only mischievous activity he was up to this weekend.
No, it wasn't, Jen. Tyler police believe their suspect was involved with at least 2 other reported incidents this weekend. Another incident with a car and a strange run-in at a local church. You definitely can't say he's the smartest criminal because he wasn't completely successful at anything he tried.
After a weekend of allegedly being up to no good, this was the result for 21-year-old Elliot Bernard West, Jr. of Tyler. He's charged with aggravated robbery of an elderly lady at the public library. But police say they believe he was connected to other incidents over the weekend, starting Saturday when West allegedly attempted to steal a car on Hospital Drive in a doctor's office parking lot.
That's when a guy was just sitting in his car, like so, when Mr. West walks up, puts a gun to his head, and demands his car. So the guy gets out, leaves the keys in the ignition, backs away, but Mr. West doesn't take the car, he just walks off.
Later that day, TJC police saw someone who matched the description of the man responsible for the attempted robbery, stopped him, identified him as Elliot West, but had to let him go. On Sunday, an 82-year-old woman was sitting in her car finishing a book at the Tyler Public Library when Mr. West allegedly put a gun to her head and demanded she take him somewhere. She refused, but he took the cash in her purse and once again walked off.
That's when Mr. West walked just about a block away to Marvin United Methodist Church. Unfortunately for him, he ran into an off-duty Tyler police officer working security in the parking lot. Clearly a little bit nervous. He told him he wanted to join the church, but he had to go to the bathroom. So the next day, Tyler police searched the bathroom and found his gun hidden in the baby changing table.
Don Martin with Tyler Police says it wasn't even a real gun.
The gun is a BB gun, but it was darkened out at the end. A lot of your BB guns now are orange paint on the end. It was blackened out, so it looked like a real handgun.
And West is in the Smith County Jail charged with robbing the 82-year-old woman. Bond is set at $750,000. An arrest warrant for the aggravated assault is pending. It should be noted that West has a long history of being in trouble with the law. KETK did speak with the elderly woman by phone today. She wishes to remain anonymous, but tells KETK she's glad he was caught, but also feels sad that such a young man will now likely waste away much of his life in the pen for what he's done. Reporting live in the News Update Center, Casey Claiborne, KETK News. Speaking of that, President Obama found himself in a heated exchange on Friday following that announcement with a reporter who interrupted him during a speech. Check out this line of cars at a Kansas gas station. It's like they were giving away free gas or something, which is what they were doing. Dads can go to the lake, whatever. He said dads can escape to the lake.
Yeah, if you're the type of dad that maybe wants to get away from the family.
I was just thinking, I'd like to see my dad try to escape.
Well,
get back here, Daddy.
You know.
Drag him back. Actually, hang on. We're going to take you to Norfolk, Virginia right now, where we have Mitt Romney talking about his new VP pick. Let's take you there. Here we go. Well, there you have it. Mitt Romney didn't waste any time. The speculation is over. It's Paul Ryan. We'll be right back. Here's my running mate, Kyle Roberts.
I think we make good running mates.
I think so. Claiborne Roberts. Or would it be Roberts Claiborne?
Oh, Claiborne Roberts.
Okay.
You're the star of this show.